Hey guys, there is an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. That's been on my mind this morning as we prepare for our Carry the Fire classes 09 and 10. We're running two Carry the Fire field training exercises this weekend that we're getting ready for. And that proverb has come to my mind. Here's why. So last week, actually 2 weeks ago now, we went to the Ignite conference in Lynchburg, Virginia. It was an incredible time. Tons of Men's Alliance guys were there. It was so great meeting tribesmen from other states, from other tribes. It was awesome. Craig Rochelle and Tim Tebow were speakers. It was an awesome time. We had a huge workout Saturday morning in some really cold rain. It was great Men's Alliance weather. And we're also excited about going with the Ignite conference this October to Dallas. More about that to come. But after this awesome conference, we came back. I got crazy sick. I mean, I got sicker than I've been in quite a while. I've been totally out of the loop for like the past 2 weeks. Turns out it was bronchitis. I was having trouble breathing, had to go to emergency room, got on some antibiotic, doing much better now. But it was just a rough time. I was totally out of the loop, missing meetings, missing podcasts, missing phone calls, just not getting anything done that needed to be done because we're coming up on this Carry the Fire today, like I mentioned, and I wasn't able to do it. On top of that, my son broke his arm and had to have surgery on that. So now I'm sick. My son's got surgery, can't use his right arm. And it just seemed like everything was kind of falling apart. We just weren't on our A game in the Mills house. My wife, thank God she was healthy and she's a champ and she was crushing it for all of us. But it really made me have to rely like never before on other people. So as I was thinking back to when we very first started doing these Carry the Fire patch classes in Men's Alliance 01, 02, 03, 04, 05, 06, I was doing all this stuff by myself. I was taking care of the food, the firewood, the leadership exercises, the ambassador training conversations, just really trying to put this whole thing together. And that's not the recipe for going far. That's a recipe for going fast for a short period of time. And I'm looking at where we are now. So I've been sick for these past 2 weeks, and we've got our biggest FTX field training exercise coming up with two classes at the same time. And I've hardly done anything. Because I'm surrounded by so many amazing leaders. I've got guys just picking up the slack left and right. Everything I question, I'm like, hey, have we taken care of this? Yeah, it's taken care of. Hey, have we thought about this? It's done. And it's just made me realize that this is like that proverb. This is how you go far, is you go together. And it's just awesome to be a part of this organization with so many great leaders that have been stepping up. But beyond just me and these past 2 weeks, it's really got me thinking about how organizations and ministries, especially when you think about things for Christ, need to go together in order to go far. So, quick story. Um, many years ago, when we were living in Georgia, we were going to a church, and a guy and his family in this church, they were doing a fundraiser for an adoption. So this family was trying to adopt a child, and they were putting on a fundraiser to raise money for this adoption they were doing. And the family that was doing this, the guy was an attorney. and they weren't hurting for money. I'll just say that. And they were putting on a fundraiser. And I remember thinking, man, that's weird. Why do they need our funds? Why do they need our funds for this adoption? They look like they've got more funds than we do, and they're asking for our funds to help them with this adoption. That's what I thought at the time. Uh, if you've heard from my testimony in my podcast, my mission, my War Stories podcast, where I kind of give my testimony, you'll know that I was I was not living for Christ then, and wasn't born again. So that's why I was thinking that. Years later, after I became a born again Christian, and I look back on that event, it clicked. I get it now. They didn't need our money to do that adoption. They were offering us an opportunity to be a part of something great with them. And that's something that I realize now clearly that I didn't see at the time. They could have done it without our money for sure, but they were literally so excited about such an amazing thing that they were doing, rescuing this kid, bringing them into their family, and they were allowing us an opportunity to be a part of something that big and also that intimate and personal with them. They were saying, "Hey guys, we're going to do this amazing thing. Who wants in on it with us?" And of course, a part of our story is actually adoption. So many years later, our family has wound up doing the exact same thing. We've adopted 2 girls, and we've done fundraisers, and I get it now. But the biggest thing that I want to share with you guys is about what Men's Alliance is doing. We are doing something so amazing that it just blows my mind whenever I stop and think about it, because it's just incredible to be a part of something like this. We are changing the landscape of men's ministry in this country. That is a big thing when you stop and realize what's going on right now with Men's Alliance. We are redefining biblical masculinity. And we don't need your money. Just like that family going through an adoption didn't need our money. We don't need anybody's money. God's got this. But here's the thing. We want to offer you guys an opportunity to reap these rewards with us, because we feel like we are doing something so incredible, so amazing, so big, and so powerful. We want to invite as many people as we can to be a part of this ministry with us. Help us, come alongside of us, join our team as we change men's ministry in America, and we redefine what biblical masculinity is, what it looks like in this country. That's what Men's Alliance is doing, one fire at a time, as we launch tribe after tribe after tribe across this country. And we continue putting on more of these incredible, life-changing weekend experiences. We want you guys to come be a part of our team with us. Just like this week, while I've been sick and recovering, I haven't been able to do what I normally would be doing to put together Carry the Fire. It didn't matter, because I'm surrounded by such an incredible team. That's what that proverb looks like. If you want to go far, go together. That's what this looks like. It looks like when you're sick, when you're down, when you've got problems going on in your household, you are surrounded by a tribe that comes alongside of you and just takes care of what needs to be done. We're not a kind of a tribe where people say, when you're sick or hospitalized or something, they say, "Hey, let me know if there's anything I can do for you." That's not what we do in Men's Alliance. We just look around and find what needs to be done, and then we just do it. And meals just show up at doors, and lawns get mowed, and things get taken care of. That's what going far together looks like. Not only in these 2 weeks of my life being sick and putting on Carry the Fire, but also in the bigger ministry of Men's Alliance moving across this nation. We want to go far, we want to go together, and we want to invite you guys to be a part of it with us. Men's Alliance is doing amazing things. Let's go far together. Go to our website, Click on support and join our team. Help us on this mission. Guys, don't miss this Thursday's podcast that's coming out. It's about near-death experiences with author John Burke. It is going to be one of your favorite podcasts. It was one of my favorite to record. So I know you guys are going to love listening to the amazing stories coming up in this Thursday's podcast. Don't miss it. Go to our website, support us, join us on our mission. Guys, let's go far together.